Hello everyone and good morning, Mr. Zikri as our lecturer in Economic and Business Landscape Analysis. My name is Zulfa and today I'll be discussing about the economic viability of green hydrogen production in Indonesia. Let's start with the background. The background on this analysis is because of several consequences of global climate change, which lead to significant economic loss, depletion of natural resources, and also the damage on social and cultural environment. Therefore, reducing greenhouse gas emission is very crucial. Based on IPCC report, the electricity and heat production contributes approximately 25 until 30% of emission. Same in Indonesia, the electricity, transportation, and also industry significantly contribute to greenhouse gas emission. The electricity demand in 2021 mostly dominated by residential and industry sector, while the demand for electricity projected to grow until reach 479 terawatt-hour by 2033, while the Indonesia still depends on the fossil fuel in electricity generation. Therefore, to address this, Indonesia has committed to enhancing the contribution of renewable energy in the nation's energy mix, which in line with the nation's commitment in Paris Agreement. Hydrogen has a potential to become a key element in transition to clean energy resource and reducing dependence on hydrocarbon. The hydrogen energy can be categorized based in how it is produced. On this table 1, we can see that there are green hydrogen which produced from natural gas through steam reforming and releasing significant carbon dioxide emission, and blue hydrogen which produced from natural gas and the carbon emission was captured with carbon capture storage technology, and the green hydrogen is produced by water electrolysis using renewable energy source like solar or wind power, resulting in no carbon emission. The green hydrogen is considered as the most preferred option for energy transition because it is offering a clean and sustainable alternative. However, according to Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resource, the green hydrogen energy transition in Indonesia faced with challenges, including the uncertainty of supply-demand, the unformed hydrogen energy policy, the unformed hydrogen market, and infrastructure barrier. The investment in renewable energy also require high capital due to the lack of support from domestic industry in the new renewable energy component. But in spite of that, Indonesia has strong capital to support the hydrogen development, including the abundant potential for renewable energy as we see on the table 2. But the utilization of this resource is only 0.3% of its potential, which means it must be further optimized. This opportunity needs to be assessed and in order to understand the economic viability of green hydrogen production in Indonesia. Here's the method in this analysis, which is a comprehensive review of publication focusing on energy transition of renewable resource and its realization. I utilize open source information, including the latest report and National Renewable Energy Strategy to evaluate the Indonesia's potential for hydrogen production. The result of this analysis, including demand, supply, and economic viability evaluation of green hydrogen production in Indonesia. And in terms of demand, currently green hydrogen demand in Indonesia is 1.75 million tons per year, which used for chemical and refining sector, and most of hydrogen currently used in Indonesia comes from natural gas, which significantly still contributes to carbon emission. As we know that the green hydrogen can be used as alternative energy in various sectors, including the electricity, transportation, maritime, and aviation industry, the demand of green hydrogen expected to steadily grow as the increase of electricity and electromobility demand. This is also supported by the nation's policy in promoting net zero emission and strategic initiative to develop hydrogen economy. For example, as we can see in this figure, that the green hydrogen demand for industry will rise from 2.8 terawatt hour to 79 terawatt hour, and for the transportation will increase from 0.04 terawatt hour to 89 terawatt hour. And based on Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resource net zero emission modeling, the demand for green hydrogen projected to grow from 2031 until 2060 as shown on the graph. After we talk about the demand, we talk about the supply. Indonesia actually has advantage from its geographical and abundant renewable energy resource. As I mentioned on the slide, Indonesia has high solar radiation intensity and potential wind source and also huge hydro resources. However, the current utilization of this renewable energy source is only 0.3% of its potential, so there is significant room for optimization, which will be crucial in supporting green hydrogen production. In this map, we can see that some key regions from green hydrogen production was identified by National Hydrogen Strategy, and Nusa Tenggara has the most significant potential. As I mentioned before, the green hydrogen is generated from electrolysis of water powered by a renewable power plant. Therefore, the cost driver in green hydrogen production is the yield of power plant, the electrolyzer technology, and also the green hydrogen infrastructure readiness. At about 70% of green hydrogen price is determined by the electricity price from renewable power plant. Therefore, Indonesia must pay attention to the pricing policy for renewable energy power plant, and currently the average selling price of electricity per kilowatt hour in 2022 is 1.1 thousand rupiah. There are 4 electrolyzer technologies supported for green hydrogen production, including alkaline water electrolyzer, proton exchange membrane, solid oxide electrolyzer, and anion exchange membrane. And based on IRENA in 2020, the alkaline electrolyzer stand out among the other electrolyzer because of the long lifespan and also the lowest capital expenditure. The economic viability of green hydrogen production in Indonesia is very promising. Currently, the projected cost of green hydrogen production in Indonesia by 2030 is between 4.61 until $5.45 per kilogram. Well competitive, but further reduction are needed to match the leading global market. And previous studies also shown that the green hydrogen production from small hydropower plant in Indonesia economically feasible, and similar project in Jambi also demonstrate that they have technical and economic viability. Government support is very critical to the success of green hydrogen production in Indonesia, such as clear regulation, technical standard, and financial incentive like tax breaks or subsidies will be essential. Additionally, investment in infrastructure and fostering public-private partnership will build the necessary framework for a thriving green hydrogen market. The government's role in shaping market readiness and developing competitive business model also determine how quickly and effectively green hydrogen can be integrated into the Indonesia's energy mix. In conclusion, the economic analysis shows that the green hydrogen production in Indonesia is economically viable, and the green hydrogen offers numerous long-term benefits including emission reduction, job creation, and alignment to the global sustainability goals. However, to fully realize this potential, the continued government support through regulation, incentive, and also infrastructure development will be very crucial. With the right support, Indonesia could become a global leader in green hydrogen production, driving both national and international sustainability efforts forward. Here's some reference in this analysis. And finally, thank you for your attention and have a nice day.